Hey, this is Scott from PRSSetups.com, place where you get two different builder setup packs for 20 bucks a month. This week we're in Phoenix. Let's take a lap. Alright, we will go over that in detail. Just to note, the track temp this week is very hot, so it's going to be very slick. So I'm going to show you how to kind of be nice to your tires. You don't want to drive in there really hard, but you can still make lap time just backing it up just a little bit. So let's go ahead. A lot of people will be cutting down to here. I'm only doing it just right at the yellow. That's kind of a nice line, but I'd say the majority of the race people are going to go down here probably to the second seam down here. It's up to you. It's just kind of how the race runs. Alright, so your first braking point is between the second cone and the black sign here. You can go as deep as the black sign, no big deal, but you will heat up your tires a little bit more. And because it's a flat track and you don't have a lot of banking to rely on, it's going to push in the center. So if you're pushing in the center, you might want to back up your entry a little bit. So we're going to do roughly 50% brakes going in. Downshift. So you will downshift from 5th to 4th here. Start making you turn in right here at the end of the black sign. It's very important not to wait on your downshift so you can take advantage of the engine braking on entry. So we're 50%, we're just slowly backing off. Notice how I'm just slowly backing off all the way up to the O'Reilly sign. And then you're back on right at the Xfinity sign. So you're coasting a little bit, not a whole lot. You're trying to keep the left tires toward the yellow line. You're going to diamond it a little bit. You can kind of see that I didn't keep it on the bottom. We're up probably half a car, and then we're going to come off the corner on the yellow line. The biggest thing is the more you diamond it, the better run you may have off, unless you're pushing really bad and you're waiting on the throttle too long. So small diamond, a car, even a car and a half is okay here. But I wouldn't go from my lefts to the yellow line, to the lefts to the seam. And you can also run the second line, the first seam, so essentially the next line up. And if you do that, just be aware when you drive into the corner, it's going to push. So you're going to have to back the corner up just a little bit so you don't push into the into one on the first seam. Gas up, we're at 50%. We're just slowly easing into it to keep the tires under control. We don't want to overheat them. Notice even off the corner I'm still not 100%. Right there I'm at 100%, just right up next to the wall. It's going to be like that the whole race. NIS is going to have cooler weather, so you might be able to do throttle more aggressively. So let's keep going. There's really no good aim point on the exit. You're just kind of looking for where the wall kind of comes back in. And then braking point is between the 2 and the 3. So here's the 3. Here's the 2. You can go all the way to 2 if you want, but just be aware that you'll probably push a little bit in the center. And we're using about 50% brake to get on to the entry. We're downshifting again. Make sure you downshift early. Trail braking all the way in just before the pit boss grills. And then we're gassing up just after the pit boss grills. And the exits I've seen a lot of exits. For maximum speed, I like to carry it all the way to the wall. So we're 100% kind of similar to turn 2, where we're not full throttle until we're really close to the wall. And that's a lap. So left side tires don't wear a lot. It's a flat track, so you do have the option of doing 2 tires on a pit stop if that'll get you ahead. Definitely a good idea to try it on a 10-15 lap shootout. It should work just fine. The notes section in the setup, always read that. It's got some good information on pit adjustments and things like that, and the Q line. So let me briefly go over what you're going to do for Q. And essentially what you're going to do is, instead of coming to the bottom, you're going to be way up here, and you're going to swoop down from up here at the O'Reilly, and you're going to go down, and essentially you're going to cross right here. So your car is going to go between the start finish line and the yellow line, and you're just going to go straight through all of the infield here, drive it as straight as you can, and then go into turn 1 just like you normally would. There's O lap, B lap, and replay files included with the zip every week. You can pull in the replay file, put it in your iRacing folder in the replays folder, and then load that up. You can see the qualifying and the O lap, B lap. You put it in the lap files for the track, and you can pull that in, and you can follow the ghost. So I think that this week is going to be big on the tire saving for heat. The tires don't really wear out that much, so the speed kind of stays. Even if you heat them up a little bit, it's still about a tenth off of someone that kept it nice and cool. But there's going to be a lot of chaos on the front stretch here, 4, 5, 6 wide. So make sure you're aware of where you're at, and so you don't run into somebody or someone doesn't run into you and things like that. So that's all I got for this week. Good luck, everybody.